Good morning, America. Today on the news channel, our top story is imperialism in South Africa. We're going to have a live story from one of our locals in South Africa. Good morning, George Stephanopoulos. So, tell us, who took over during the time of imperialism in South Africa? Well, during the time of imperialism, the British were in control of Africa in 1795, but they gave it back to the Dutch in 1803, but they came back and seized South Africa again in 1906. So why was South Africa so desirable for them? What made South Africa so desirable was its amount of gold and diamonds, but also the controlling of the ships that go around the Cape of Good Hope. That was also a bonus to the Britons. Now, during imperialism, they took over Africa, kind of forcefully. Was there any positive things that the natives received? Yeah, the British, they abolished slavery for the slaves, and they also brought trading opportunities for the slaves, so they could, they were able to export sheep and wool and ivory, so they got some good stuff from it, but So, what about, was there any bad that happened to them? For one thing, the war the natives fought to protect their land affected the lives of many of them. And also, the Union of South Africa was then created to give the European colonial settlers more power in administrating the empire. So what about in the long run? Did anything good come out of this part of history? Well, I think in the long run, imperialism brought better farming techniques, medicine, sanitation, and a greater economic opportunities for many Africans. And they also built roads, railroads, and schools and hospitals. So they did a lot of, you know. Well, we're out of time, Okonkwo. Do you have any last words you want to say about imperialism in South Africa? I think imperialism brought some good and bad to South Africa. I mean, they've changed or since they've been a self-ruling country since 1910, they've changed their government to democratic from republic government, and yeah, I mean, and they've got they've created education and hospitals and stuff. So yeah. Well, it was nice talking to you. Maybe we could lunch date, maybe.
Cars all flat.